let me just show you my match against Eric Rosen. I was really hyped for this match. I might post this on YouTube as well. So where do I find my match? Get profile, 561 games. Scroll down a bit. Where is the match? Did I play a lot of matches afterwards? Yeah, I am Eric Rosen. So let's just show the first position so that I don't humiliate myself at first. Yeah. So today morning, like 3 or 4, like 6 hours ago or something, Eric was streaming, and I just got onto his stream, and like Eric is kind of like one of my favorite Twitch streamers. So I wanted to watch his stream, obviously. So I started watching his stream, and he was accepting viewer challenges and subscriber challenges. I'm not a subscriber on his channel, but I'm a viewer. So I thought, why not? I'll just put in a challenge. You can bookmark my games. How do I bookmark my games? I'll look into it later on, I guess. Anyways, so I just gave him, I just put in a random challenge. So I challenged him with a 3+2 because I figured since Eric would be busy, like, I mean, he wouldn't want to play like a long match. So I thought I'd challenge him for a 3+2. And to my surprise, he actually accepted the challenge. And I started shivering because I got really nervous afterwards. I did not know what to play against Eric, but I got the white pieces, so I actually only know one opening. Alright, Utavio, goodbye. Bye-bye. Alright, so the only opening that I knew was the London, and I knew that Eric really loves the London. I learned the London opening from Eric, so I played the London, and he probably played the best line against me. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, this is the best line against London. So I kept on developing normally. I was playing the normal London moves, but then Eric was taking a long time because he was trying to find some weird line to refute my normal London opening. So he couldn't remember his, I think he couldn't remember his, like he couldn't go for all these crooked lines because he didn't remember the crooked lines at first. So he just went for a normal opening, and then he took here, and then look at this. This is the bishop sacrifice kind of thing. It's a completely free bishop I can take with my queen. But the fact that if I take it with the queen, he'll take this pawn and then my rook is trapped. I mean, I could maybe probably, like, I cannot even come back here because queen protects all these squares. So yeah, it was kind of a very good bishop sack. I've never seen anybody play this kind of a line against me. So yeah, here, bookmark. All right. So I've never seen anybody play this against me, but I was a bit perplexed. But then I actually found it out, and I was happy that I found it out. And then I played queen here, queen to b3. And then he started developing like normal. I did too. I wanted to castle and be happy. I did castle, and I was kind of happy. And then I wanted to, like, he went for this attack on my queen, and then I just took his queen. I felt like if I trade off enough pieces, probably we'll go to an endgame, and probably I could flag Eric because Eric spent a lot of time in the beginning. He was talking to the chat. He was like, I was having really high hopes at this point. So I did that, and then I pushed the knight forward. He didn't do anything about it. And then I pushed the next knight forward. I wanted to kick this bishop out, so I moved this knight here to kick this bishop out. All right. But the problem is, I did not see that this knight was completely hanging. See, I was so excited about this move order that I wanted to kick this bishop out, and I saw that this bishop is trapped, and either way, wherever the bishop moves, I can take the bishop and exchange the bishop for the knight, and I'll be happy. That's what my reasoning was, and I kept it there. And as soon as I kept it there, I saw this bishop here, and I was like, damn, I lost all my chances against even trying to flag this guy. So he took, obviously, and then I tried to do something about it. I just opened this up, and he just went back. He just came in, took my knight, and went back. And it was all downhill from there because I was kind of like gasping for air. And the cool thing is he missed taking my rook for a couple of times. I'll show you that as well. He missed taking my rook, and that actually became a meme in his Twitch chat right now. Let me just, yeah. So I was offering a knight trade, but then I realized that it was not a knight trade because 2 of his pieces protect this. So I just gave up my rook as well. Then I tried to kick the bishop out. Bishop came here. Bishop went back, and then I tried to develop like normal. Now I played rook b1. All right, right into the line of the bishop, thinking if he moves the knight, I could take the pawn. But he didn't. He didn't see that the rook was hanging. He just played like normal, defended the knight. And then I played a very weird move. I don't know why I played that move, because I felt like I did not have any moves at all. He moved his rook there. I kind of placed my bishop at a weird position. And this was actually, I was proud of this move, because if he takes this bishop, I can take the knight. But the fact that he did not see that my rook was hanging for 3 different moves was like really, really weird. Yeah, losing a piece against a master, like it completely screwed me up. He's not even a master, he's an international master. So anyways, he took the bishop, I took the knight. He took this pawn, I took that pawn, threatening this bishop. I kept on taking things there. He kept on coming in with all his pieces. I kept on taking a lot of his pieces. But then he found a forced mate here. And yeah, that was the match against Eric Rosen. I was like really hyped about this. And afterwards, on his chat, he said that I played the opening really well for my rating. My rating is 1186 for a 1186 player. I played the opening really well, and
my opponent did play the opening actually quite well for the rating, but just made a few knight blunders.
And hearing that, I was like really happy about it, all that. All right. Anyways, that was my match against Eric Rosen. One of my not one of my proudest matches, but I was happy about this match. So